You can be in the middle. So with this, we move to our first fireside chat, and we have Novelis and ThyssenKrupp here together. So I have on my right Marcel and Sebastian. So just for you, as a short introduction, Marcel is the Director of the Product Management and Strategy Automotive in Europe, and Sebastian is the Head of Customer Innovative Drive from ThyssenKrupp Material Services. So we have only 5 minutes, guys, so going directly to the point. We have seen and mentioned before that electric vehicles are growing in the market, and because of this, the main emissions are during the production of the car. So you at Novelis and ThyssenKrupp has been, let's say, tackling the goal of reducing the CO2 emissions with the model of recycling or the used recycled materials with aluminum parts of the car. So I would like to ask you, like, could you tell us more about the reason behind of this collaboration?
Sure. As you mentioned, we are two material companies, and we have understood our responsibility when it comes to CO2 footprint reduction. We supply a big chunk of the CO2 that is inherited in each and every single vehicle. So we also have to make sure that we contribute to the reduction of the CO2 that we've created. And we understood that this is something that cannot be done by a single company or by a single player in the value chain, but it requires a joint effort and it requires cooperation. And therefore, our two companies have decided to bundle our competencies to work together in order to come up with a joint solution.
Yeah, so this is an important topic, and my next question is, what kind of bottlenecks are we facing? What is the main challenge here?
I would say the starting point is, or the starting question was, how can we get more end-of-life scrap in better quality from the vehicles that have reached its end-of-life state? The demand from the OEMs is increasing more and more in regards of recycling content. So we see more and more new targets, increased targets, ambitious targets, and we have to make sure that we can fulfill those targets by having a constant supply, a constant flow of end-of-life material that can be reused for the production of new material. And as the recycling market is super fragmented and dominated by small players with interests that are not always channeled into one single direction and do not always support the idea of bringing back as much material as possible, we've decided to put together a platform that brings together all relevant stakeholders along the value chain, starting from the ELV collection to the dismantler, to the shredder, to the sorter, to the material company, to the OEM. So that was the main goal behind the project, to increase the volume and the quality of end-of-life automotive scrap, to make sure that automotive recycling becomes really circular.
Yeah. So I know that you have been working and collaborating together, and we have a roundtable just before you were talking about this, but could you tell us more and explain or give us more details about the marketplace that you are building?
Yes, this I can do. So basically the automotive circularity platform is a marketplace at its core, which provides features which are exactly cut and designed for this recycling chain. So this means in the end that, that for dismantlers we will provide price information so that they exactly know where does it make sense for me as a dismantler to dismantle a door and bring it to the market separately from the bulk of the car. And on the other hand side, I make it possible for the manufacturers who actually need the secondary material to secure their demands. So I'm considering all the full chain with this solution and provide solution bricks for each part of them.
Yeah. So what would be the final message that you would like to bring to the audience? as a conclusion? Do you have a final message, like a cross
Yes.
collaboration between?
Yes, let me give it a try. So the ACP will make it possible to secure high quality secondary material in significant sizes and amounts, and with that it will provide or enable car manufacturers, for example, to increase their recycling quota and decrease their CO2 footprint.
Thank you.
And perhaps just one last remark. The platform is not solely for aluminum or steel, so the intention of the platform to cover all different types of materials. So if you're interested in learning more or in getting in contact with us, feel free to scan the QR code. You will reach a contact form that you can fill out, or you can contact us directly. So we're very happy to have further discussions with you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So please give them a big applause. Thank you.